Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. This is my first video on this channel as well as first video on presentation basics. Today we will be covering Google Slide theme settings and some basic PPT features. Let me begin with telling you what is a theme in a PPT. Just like whenever you are building a house, you need a proper foundation on which you build a house. Theme is that thing for a presentation. So theme is where you are settings or fixing certain basic aspects such as what color to choose, what fonts to use in a PPT, what should be a structure of a slide, all these things. So another example is again human body, wherein skeleton is our theme and the body or the muscles and everything, that is our complete PPT. Also, another important thing is you should always attribute the photo to the person who has clicked the feature, and also the website from where you have taken the picture whenever you are creating professional PPTs or project PPTs. That way you are giving that credit to the person who has clicked the picture, as well as you are legally right. Now that you know what a theme is in a presentation, let us talk why it is important. The primary reason why it is important is it gives a consistency to the reader or the viewer to whom you are presenting, so that he has that mental structure in his mind that here is where I have to see the heading, here is where I get to see the content, and it is completely templatized and formalized for him, so that his attention is not diverted elsewhere. And it also saves a lot of time to organizations, or say all your project PPTs, etc., when they will be in a single templatized format or a single theme. You need not always work on the formatting bit of it, because you already defined a certain format, and as and when you add a new slide or say merging multiple PPTs also, your work in terms of working on the formats or collating is reduced. And again, foreshadowing on the previous point only, you would have lesser worries in terms of the color, templates, fonts. These things are necessarily taken care once you templatize or have chosen a single theme for all your presentations. Once that is done, the important thing is the branding bit of it, where your company or your projects will be recognized through these colors or through these kind of PPTs in this structure. That would give you a recognition as a brand. Well, that's all the theory I had for this particular video. Now I'll be covering the practicals bit of it. That is, you can also create a Google slide along with me and start working with me, so that we can together complete this session. So first and the primary thing that we would need to do for a PPT is that we would need to basically choose the colors. These are called color palettes. So what I would do is I would go to Google and I would write Pinterest color palette, and I would press on the search bar. I would see a lot of images out here, and you see a lot of theme colors. And the thing is, based on the view, whichever is apt for you, or say you have a certain color in your mind that you want to make the theme of your PPTs. Based on that, you can choose them. And say, for example, if I have to choose this particular palette from here, what I can do is I can basically use the eyedropper extension here and click on the press button here. And if I click on this particular color here, I get to see that the color code has been generated. This again, I can take it on this PPT, say, just to see how the color looks. If I post a block here, I would be able to paste that color in this particular PPT. So this is how you choose the color from the Pinterest palettes already available. If you want to go and create your own set of palettes, that is also fine. Here for this PPTs, I have used these three color palettes. I think they look good and go well for this PPT. Now that we have chosen these color palettes, I would be deleting this as we are not using in this particular presentation. and I will show you how do we say edit the master or create a theme for our for this particular PPT. I go to slide header here and I go and edit the theme here. So as you can see here, there is a theme section which is a central slide which in which if you make changes it gets reflected in all of your layouts. Again, in these individual layouts you can edit further. You want certain customized site types of layouts that you can build here, and as you click on each of these layouts, you can see that a slightly yellowish highlight comes here because this was the layout used for creating these slides. The slides are yellow highlighted. If you click on this, they vanish. Now we have a fair bit understanding of the layout, theme, slide and all these things. So now let us try to create a theme for this particular presentation and try to close it up. So what I'll do is I'll go to shapes. Shapes is the region wherein you get certain shapes you can use in this PPT. So I'll go to this diagonal stripe and I'll just select this and place it here. Once I get that, I get a bigger diagonal here. So what I do is I have the format option open already. Otherwise you would have to go to format and click on the format option. This window will appear. So here you ensure that lock aspect ratio is locked, so that whenever say you vary the width to say zero 0.5, it also varies for the height as well. So this is the advantage of using keeping the lock aspect ratio locked. So once I do that, what I'll do is I'll just place this wedge here. I make the borders transparent and I select the yellow color. Say I want every slide of mine to have this particular wedge. As you can see here, as soon as I did this change in the theme, in all the layout side, it has appeared. So this is how the masters work. Once we do that, say I want every slide of mine to have a heading here beside this yellow wedge. So I'll just make sure that it is aligned with it. There is also another option of aligning these two things, that is by selecting both of them and going to arrange, and then basically go to align section and do the middle alignment so that these two are aligned centrally. Once this is done, say I additionally want to add my name here just to kind of make it like a copyright, or to let people know that I have prepared this presentation. So what I'll do is I'll again remove the background color and I will just choose this color here. Now I would properly align it to the slide so that it is at the extreme corner. Once this is done, I will change the font of this to Roboto, and I will say I want Roboto medium here, and the text color I want it to be red here, or the so once that is done, I'll just write my name here. Sure. So once this is done, I will just align my name to the right side. It gets aligned. I'll probably try to minimize this lock a little more so that it is. Now we have added the header as well here, as well as my name, making sure that it is watermarked or copyrighted. So once that is done, what I do is I'll close the slide master or the theme master here, and I go to the last slide. I want to thank you all for completing this session with me. I'll go to Pexels and see for some thank you images. Once I see them, I guess I like this one. This kind of resonates with the color that we had chosen. I will just download it. I'll copy the credits from here and image here. Yeah, it has a thank you for your order. So I would want to remove for your order from here. I will just put a block there and I will just see what color it is. Copy the color from eyedropper extension. I just add it here and this syncs in with the whole slide, and I will add the other bit as well here. Yeah, that should do the job, and I will be crediting the author as well. I'll just copy it and I will be pasting this here. Yeah, that should do the work. Once this is done, I would also, to complete this PPT, I would want to add headers to my this particular PPT. What I will do is I'll just go to this slide and change the layout of this so that the header template appears here. And once that is done, I will remove the bottom portion text section which wasn't required. I'll just add here what is theme as the header. Once this is done, I would probably want to change the layout for this one as well. So I will choose this one here and I would make the slide importance of choosing a theme for your slide. This looks nice now. Yeah, so now you have a deck for the first video that we have created. First is the what is the theme, you have understood that, and then you got to know the importance of choosing the themes, and you also got to know how to edit it and everything, and you also get a thank you for staying on this video. Thank you.